Did you know that hidden within the pages of the Bible, there are beings even more mysterious than angels or demons? Entities so puzzling, their true nature and purpose remain the topic of heated debates. From creatures with eyes covering their entire bodies, to beings that sing eternal songs, and entities that appear as flames yet remain untouched by fire. The Bible, a book we often associate with moral lessons and age-old tales, also hides some of the most mystifying characters ever described. But what are these creatures, and why were they mentioned in the Bible? Join us as we explore the most mysterious beings in the Bible that will leave you questioning, reflecting, and wanting more. Diving straight into the mysterious scriptures of the Bible, we find ourselves face to face with the Behemoth. Mentioned prominently in the book of Job, this creature stands out as a testament to God's unparalleled power in creation. The narrative unfolds around Job, a devout man tested by God, pushed to the brink of his faith. In the midst of his trials, God introduces him to the grandeur of Behemoth, a colossal land beast that dines on grass much like an ox. Its sheer size and the shocking strength radiating from its stomach muscles underscore its dominance in the animal kingdom. But what exactly is this beast? Historically, the Behemoth has stirred much debate. Its unique characteristics, especially the mention of a belly button, indicates that it wasn't an egg-laying creature. Many ancient scholars and theologians postulated that it could be a hippopotamus, known for its big appetite and presence in the biblical lands, especially Egypt. Others, drawing from descriptions in Job, have theorized it might be an elephant, though this notion becomes questionable given the description of its powerful tail and untamable nature. So what's the bigger message? It embodies the lesson of humility. Here's God presenting Job with a creature of unmatched power and magnitude, illustrating the divine message that if man cannot take up with such a creation, how could he ever challenge the Creator himself? The very existence of Behemoth reaffirms God's omnipotence. All things were made through him, and without him, nothing was made that was made. This creature's tale is not merely about its might, but the overarching narrative of God's indomitable power. Another mysterious being that emerges from the ancient texts is the chilling legend of the Leviathan. Originating from the Old Testament, particularly in the book of Job, Psalms, and Isaiah, the Leviathan emerges as a massive sea creature, a force of nature unmatched in its size, strength, and ferocity. But what exactly is this creature? In the heart of the book of Job, God draws a vivid picture, detailing the Leviathan's terrifying attributes. An animal so vast that it could defy spears, so fierce that it could send the bravest warriors running with just a glare. No mere fisherman's tale, scriptures recount the fiery attributes and symbolic representations of this entity, often connecting its image with that of ancient dragons or even crocodiles. Yet beyond its monstrous description lies a profound theological significance. Why did God create such a creature? The Leviathan wasn't just an exercise of God's creative prowess, but a demonstration of his supreme dominion. Its existence became a lesson for Job and subsequently for all of humanity. Man's pride and grandeur paled in comparison to the terrifying and unconquerable strength of the Leviathan, emphasizing our humility in the presence of God's might. Opinions vary. Some believe it may have been a prehistoric creature, reminiscent of dragons, while others see it as a mere representation of a powerful crocodile. But what remains undisputed? The Leviathan stands as an eternal depiction of God's unparalleled power and dominion. It isn't just a creature, but a symbol, an allegory, and a bridge to understanding God's purpose and dominion in the world. If you thought the Behemoth and Leviathan were the peak of biblical mysteries, then brace yourself for the tale of the Nephilim. Arising from the Hebrew Bible, specifically in Genesis and Numbers, the Nephilim are often depicted as giant offspring, born from the union between the sons of God and the daughters of men. These weren't your average beings. They were described as mighty men of old, men of renown. Drawing from Genesis chapter 6, it narrates a time when humans multiplied on earth, and the divine sons of God found human women attractive, deciding to marry them. This unusual union led to the birth of the Nephilim. But who exactly were these sons of God? The passage in Job provides more clarity, suggesting that they were, in fact, angels. This intermingling wasn't part of the natural order, as angels and humans were made at different times for distinct purposes. An otherworldly union led to unforeseen consequences. What's even more compelling is the gravity of their impact. The existence of the Nephilim and the wickedness they introduced were the major reasons for the Great Flood. Shortly after the mention of these giants, it's told that God observed the profound wickedness of humans. Their thoughts were consumed with evil. So profound was this degradation that it brought God immense sorrow. To cleanse the earth, a great flood was unleashed, sparing only Noah, his family, and the animals he sheltered. While many view the flood as a response to human wickedness, could it also have been a reaction to the unholy union of celestial beings and humans? There's reason to believe the latter played a significant part. However, did the Nephilim really perish entirely in the flood? Evidence suggests otherwise. After the flood, when Israelites were scouting the land of Canaan, they reported seeing Nephilim, claiming even that they felt like grasshoppers in comparison to these giants. Were these post-flood Nephilim a result of a renewed union between fallen angels and human women? Or perhaps some Nephilim traits found a way through the flood, passed down through one of Noah's descendants? What remains undeniable is that these giants, wrapped in a cloak of mystery, once roamed our earth, intertwining the divine and the human in a tale that continues to captivate us to this day. As we move further into the realm of celestial mysteries, we land in the world of the Ophanim. Often when angels are mentioned, one envisions beings with feathery wings or harps. Yet, nestled within the Old Testament, specifically in the book of Ezekiel, we find a unique depiction. These were the Ophanim. The term Ophanim translates to wheels, symbolizing the wheels seen on a divine chariot. But what makes them particularly distinct and intriguing is their appearance. They're not just wheels, but wheels brimming with eyes. Now, you might be wondering what provoked such an unusual vision. The backdrop to this spectacle dates back to 597 BC. Ezekiel, once a captive during Nebuchadnezzar's conquest, finds himself by the river Kabar. Here, in a foreign land, the heavens open up to him, revealing astonishing visions of the divine. What he describes in Ezekiel chapter 1 verses 15 through 21 is not a simple celestial occurrence, but a complex crossover of celestial mechanics and symbolism. He witnesses wheels moving in tandem with the cherubim, indicating a seamless connection between these entities and the divine. The wheels' multiple eyes symbolize the profound truth of God's omniscience as an all-seeing, all-knowing power. Yet, the story doesn't end here. These wheels have a purpose. Their motions, though free and unbounded, display no chaos. Instead, there's an established order in their movements, reflecting God's perfect dominion over the cosmos. It's evident that these Ophanim are more than just divine mechanisms. Their proximity to God's throne, their supernatural essence, and their role in manifesting God's glory set them apart. So, were the Ophanim angels? While the scriptures don't label them as such, later Jewish writings have included them in the hierarchy of angels, on par with the seraphim and cherubim. Regardless of their classification, their true significance lies in the message they carry. A message of God's unparalleled power and dominion. From the mighty Behemoth to the celestial Ophanim that moves with God's divine chariot, the scriptures paint a vast and awe-inspiring universe filled with wonders beyond our understanding. These beings, whether they lurk in the depths or glide through heavenly realms, are more than mere entities. They symbolize the vastness of God's creation, and the mystery is yet to be unraveled. In the face of such profound revelations, how might our faith evolve and grow, knowing there's so much more in God's grand design that awaits our discovery?